Hi guys and welcome to Operation Crypto. Today's video is in partnership with BlockFi. If you are looking to earn a passive yield on your Bitcoin, then go ahead and check it out. You'll find that link in the pinned comment and the description of this video. So today we're going to take a look at Telcoin. I've not done any price analysis or a solely dedicated price analysis video to Telcoin. I don't think I've ever done one before. I have done previous videos on Telcoin about fundamentals, but we're starting to see a nice rise here and a good bounce off the bottom, and a lot of people are talking about it. So we're going to jump into some price analysis. We'll have a look at a few key areas where we could potentially invest, and then we'll have a look at a few regions of resistance on the way up where we could potentially look at selling to accumulate or even just take profit. If you're new to this channel, then please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and let's crack on. Right, so starting off with some of the key statistics, Telcoin, which is ticker TEL, currently has a token price of 2.42 cents. That's 0.024 US dollars. We are currently 12% up on today's trading. If you look at the total supply, it is 100 billion, and if you look at 36.9 billion of those are in circulation. Looking at market cap today is $1.3 billion. We are ranked number 82 out of all cryptocurrencies. I think last time I looked at Telcoin, God, we was nowhere near that. It must have been around $100 to $200 million. So it has been making some great moves. If you just have a look at the markets where we're predominantly trading, we are getting $23 million worth of trading. The most volume is getting traded there against Tether over on KuCoin. 71% of the entire market volume there. And then we're getting a further 6% against BTC. What we'll do is have a look at both USDT and the BTC pairings of Telcoin. One key point to note is that the all-time high did hit 6.4 cents. We are 64% down from them all-time highs. So that's that covered. Moving over to the chart. So this is Telcoin versus Tether, the daily time frame, and we are using the KuCoin chart. So got one key level marked up here. This is the all-time high at 6.5 cents. I just want to start off on the weekly time frame. I just want to have a look, see if we can identify a few key levels of resistance before we do move on. I think we've got one there potentially. We'll just mark a couple of levels up and then we'll have a look at some areas where we could buy. So if you look at these two regions here where we're wicked into, that's the first region. And if we just copy that, we've got another region down here. If you look at those wicks there, so we had 1, 2, 3 wicks within that area. And I think that's it for upper levels. And then we do have a level right down at the bottom there too. So if you're looking at all them wicks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 6 wicks. So that just gives a little bit of structure there on my weekly time frame. They're not exact T's, but as you can see, use that area as nice support on that current move up. So dropping into a daily time frame, a little bit of structure there. Bounced off nice off this area of liquidity and support. I just want to have a look how much we dropped from them all-time highs. So the highs was up there back in May, and then from there we dropped a total of 86%. It's crazy that fundamentally nothing changed in cryptocurrency. We just had that massive overextended dump on Bitcoin, and altcoins died. It were not the best feeling to watch all your bags dying off, but it is what it is. So far we made quite a good recovery. If you're looking at from the bottom there to the current highs that we're making, 180% recovery so far, and things are looking good. We did do quite a significant recovery, bounce back, pick some liquidity, and we are going again. I want to have a look for some buy zones first. One key point to note, if you're looking at money flow here, this gives you a good idea when there is positive money in the asset and there's more buys and sells. Currently, if you look at this period here from them double top, we had a really bearish period of negative money flow. We're looking like that's going to come to an end shortly. So if this continues up and starts heading towards this next area of resistance, we will start to turn money flow into positive territory. But I want to drop down into the 4-hour time frame, just to have a look at some potential buys. Looking at this latest move here, so we'll use a Fibonacci to give us a couple of levels. We'll look at this bottom level here, up to the top. We are currently pushing up, so by the time this video comes out in about an hour, we may have got a little bit higher. But if we're looking for buy zones currently, we can use a few things. So if you're looking at a 382 level here at 2.1 cent, that would pretty much, once that moving average 20 is up here, that could be a decent area to look at targeting, because if you're ever looking for targets over lower time frames, you usually do get that tapper at moving average 20. But remember, we are trading nicely above this 50 now as well, which is down at 618 level. So what I would do If you're looking for buys, I would ladder a few down from 2.1 cent down to about 1.8 cent around that region around here. And I think that could be a decent area for you to potentially pick up some cheap, around that area, some cheap tell. So within that range there, just dropping back to the daily as well. If you're looking here, we've had a bullish cross on a moving averages here. So that does show us that we've got a good look at our candle form. That's a bullish engulfing candle that's taking out all these areas of wickage here, so that's looking good so far. Bullish cross about to form. When that 20 is pushing up over 50, you know that it's a good sign of things to come. I mean, last time we had a bearish cross here in June. We have now come round, it is forming a cross, and that's going to push on, in my opinion. I think that's going to be the start of the next major move. You can see down here, we had a cross down here right on before that pump, and we didn't see a crossover for a while. So all is looking good. But just remember, if the market does take a turn for worse and heads down, you could always put some orders in here at 1.6 cent in this solid area. As you can see, wicked into it once, twice, and then we've done a lot of trading here. So that is areas, if you're looking to buy, have some cheeky orders down at 1.6 cent as well. And so that's buy zones anywhere from 2.1 cent all the way down to 1.6. Areas to target, which we need to really look at taking profit. This is the first major area here. I mean, you got nothing in this space here, unless you go back to all these wicks here. There was no trading activity over the course of the last 2 to 3 months, so shows you that once we do break above this wick here, it's going to push on, and that's your next major area to target around 3.2 cent. So if you're looking to sell, to accumulate, then I would look at targeting this area here. So there's that potential cross that we've had here. We are now going to push up. If you're looking for buys, maybe wait for a rejection off this point, or if you're looking to take profit here. Wait for a retracement, and then I think second time we should start to push through it. So if you're looking for sells, like I say, 3.2 cent is that area. If we blast straight through that, then we've got this next major area at 3.8 cent. But what I will do is, if we get to this region over the course of the next week or two, give me a nudge, because I'm trying to cover quite a few projects. If we do break above that, give me a DM on Twitter or in my Telegram group, which is the Crypto Troops. And I will do some further price analysis and have a look at a few more key levels that you could potentially target. So that's that dollar pair pretty much covered. Buy zones within that range down there. First sell zone is here. This is still early days. I think this is going to be absolutely flying. Once you're above 6.5 cent, this is really going to start flying once we get into that price discovery mode. And I would just like to take a look at a BTC pair, because I know some people do like to trade in Satoshis. Currently, we are at 4,835 Satoshis. I've been up and rejected off that moving average 50. As you can see, rejected off it a few times there, rejected off it here. And we've blasted right through it, but we're currently sat on that area now. If we do manage to flip that to support, then that will be bullish. If you're looking at money flow has been in negative territory for a while, but potentially if this move continues and we do start closing above that 50, then you're going to get that potentially turning to the green side. But I just want to have a look on the 4 hour, and we'll have a look here for some potential buys. If you are trading in Satoshis, again, Fibonacci levels are king for me. If you're looking for buys, I would ladder some down away from 4,630 down to around 4,300 Satoshis. That could be a nice area for you to pick up some Telcoin down here, get a potential pullback, and then bang, straight pull back up. In terms of areas that we need to break through, that is that moving average 50. If you just go back to the daily, first area we need to target is closing above this on the daily time frame. If we do close above that, and there's not much in its way, all the way up to 6,600 Satoshis. But I'm not going to go into too much analysis for that, because I still think that at some stage Bitcoin may get a little bit of a crazy spike. And with that, it might try to regain some market dominance. It's currently around 45%. If Bitcoin heads up to around 52% in terms of market dominance, the Satoshi pairs may start to feel a little bit of pressure. So you might get some orders even filled lower at about 3,800 Satoshis. But I'm not going to cover that pair much, because I think most people are trading the dollar, or at least trading in the Ethereum pair. So that's going to do it for today's video. Just some brief analysis on Telcoin. Next time we will jump into some more in-depth analysis, and we'll have a look at some different indicators, and we'll also have a look at some potential trade setups on the lower time frames. That's going to do it for today's video. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.